They finally locked.
Alright guys, welcome back with me Brandon. Draft pick RRQ di match kali ini lumayan unik ya guys ya. Bener-bener lumayan unik ya guys ya. Gue nggak tahu nih bisa menang apa kagak ini ya guys ya.
RRQ risking it all at match point. Definitely not the most down to earth composition. They do have counters. They
Indong
do
tempat
have
bongkar
answers.
BEARFISH teraman kalau ada balas pakai SOSIALBUZ.
This abnormal draft going to really work? Is it going to be glued enough together enough?
I would hope, and I feel like this is what we're going to have to figure out coming into this match. Again, I think it's another wild draft by RRQ.
Dari Evandrian, pesan Ramadan tahun ini bikin konten puasa atau gak bang?
Ramadan tahun ini bikin konten puasa atau gak bang?
Maybe
meta
setters. I mean, 4 fighters is quite wild into this comp. Again, Flux. I mean, they're looking good from my opinion, you know, and I kind of was rocking the RRQ, but I think right now I'm going to go back to textbook and I'm going to just say Flux is kind of winning this one right now.
Flux's draft is definitely the more normality, right? It's textbook. Yeah. It's simple. We did not get crazy. We did not get crazy for 120 grand. RQ, I think RQ, all right, if they want to do this, we're going to have to try to beat them down with something a little bit different. They do have rotation. They do have the surprise factor here. They have aggression. You have the Benedetta to be able to get to the back line. You have a lot of answers.
10.000 dari Coach Adi anti RRQ. Pesan, Flux tolol Benedetta dibiarin main RRQ banana pakai Benedetta auto menang blok.
Lu kayak fans berat banana lo ya. Ya, let's go.
Entrance to the land of Dawn there.
Ya, bisa yuk, menang yuk.
RQ up against Fire Flux Esports.
10.000 dari seseorang. Pesan, Bang kasih selamat dong buat adik gua yang lagi hamil nih. Akhirnya sebentar lagi gua bakal jadi ayah.
Anjing lu nggak jelas lu tai. Dan kita lihat,
able to get the first blood.
Makanya jangan terus rusuh ya kau Apex.
Kind of breaking some things down. We see the R-lots.
Jadi kalau kalian lihat ya, ini tuh hero RRQ benar-benar semuanya licin banget guys hero-nya guys. Dimulai dari Benedetta, Martis juga bisa dibilang licin, Poveus apalagi Brusco dengan Arlot. Ini sih draft pick RRQ sih luar biasa keren sih. Gue suka sih lihat draft pick yang gak monoton ya guys ya. Ini belum pernah deh kemarin RRQ pakai draft pick seperti ini guys. Ini sih mantap kali ya guys ya. Dan kita lihat di sini Benedetta melawan Ruby. Ayo sontok semuanya coy. Come on.
I do want to say that when it comes to first turtle, RRQ might have the advantage here with so many fighters. Fighters are going to kind of have a nice early game punch. They're going to have a nice early game spike. You have the smartest. You have plenty of CC on the side of RQ. Fireflux might want to fight elsewhere unless TNZ wants to go for kind of a cheeky steal here. Rosa still hasn't hit level 4 yet. May not have it for the first turtle.
Yeah. The biggest thing that I am seeing here is we have a lot of purifies picked up by RQ, right? So they're looking to get out of Rosa's sets. They're looking to get out of Apex's sets. Same with Alien. I mean, there's just so many opportunities that they could get caught. RQ looking to take this first turtle, though.
Pesan, greeting from Philippines on a quill lose today.
Philippines pala ko botak lu aja nyawer pakai rupiah goblok.
Nope, we're not even going to try that. They got 4 big boys sitting around the turtle right now. Yeah, and I think it's a smart play. I think Fireflux needs to focus on the off lanes right now. Wait a second, Apex 47 get in trouble once again, and Skylar flickers in, picks up the kill there. Right back to base. How did he do that? The man is a mad coal. Ends up in gold lane in a matter of seconds, but comes in just quick enough to find that kill.
Rosa's reaction speed is just just too much. Flickering out of that, being able to dodge 2 of RRQ is huge.
Ya, dari segi network RRQ lumayan sehat di game kali ini ya guys ya.
The lane clear, TNZ able to steal the lethal
RRQ
wander
mesti
there.
bisa ngebungkam TNZ-nya sih guys.
Again,
TNZ-nya itu lumayan playmaker dia guys ya.
So
Gaban Akbar, terima kasih 50 membership. Thank you banget, Tuhan memberkati ya.
He's got a little bit of an advantage on Sunshine, but again, that goes to show that the carry is that late game hero in the marksman lane. So we're looking at early stage snowballing by our
Gila ya, mid laner
for
Poveus.
Fireflux. I feel like that's what they're going to be
Ngeselin
aiming for.
banget sih ini. Ini ntar sangat mengcounter Nolan-nya sih guys. Nolan itu kalau kena Poveus jadi tai ya guys, sumpah itu.
Farm freely here, the Natana is going to be a problem. This is like funneling at its best. It's like old school fighter off lane. You know, they're just going to pocket around Skylar here. You're going to have
Ruby juga ngaktifin pasifnya Poveus. Tigreal juga bisa ngaktifin. Kari apalagi. Mantap sih ini.
Apex 47.
Kita lihat mengangkat-angkat tapi tidak ada damage dari timnya. Astaga, Brusco. Kita lihat, waduh, Oktaya cepret. Nice banget satu kill dari Okta ya guys ya. Kasih tahu Okta, gila cocok.
Also making his way in with the dash, looking for the damage.
Keren kali Okta nih, gue lihat tuh kayak udah kayak biji apa ini ya.
Forced to back off.
Bawa bola lampu taman dia anjing.
Fireflux, right? Like you were looking for it and they wanted still more.
Whoa! Irad able to just get away, but TNZ takes the purple. That's what I like to see from Fireflux.
Waduh, networknya sama lagi, seimbang lagi, kampret.
All I can say is that
Nah,
Fireflux,
apa ini ya?
they always seem to somehow gain control over the jungle and keep them at bay. Kind of looking at some items, we see penetration being picked up by Rosa, so going to be dealing a decent bit of damage here. We also do see TNZ picking up the Blade of Hep there, and that is the early game pressure. But look at this!
The pushback from Apex 47.
10.000
in trouble.
dari Alif, pesan, Lemon ngapa gak main PS?
Lemon gak ada di roster RRQ untuk season ini, untuk segala turnamen gak ada dia.
Everyone's got their first items locked in, and that's when they knew they could strike.
Weh, ayo dong, Cok. Masa juara 3 aja kagak bisa, anjing. Yang bener aja, Tai. Kok mulai berantakan lagi ya?
Just take it slow is what it seems like RRQ's plan. Even though I feel like they need to
Brusco-nya udah mulai blunder-blunder,
take some
Cok.
riskier plays here. They do have a Martis on their hands, so we'll see. It might be all up to Skylar at this point.
Ooh, you can tell Apex is searching right now. He's hunting
11.000 dari Ari Slowly, pesan, Bang bilangin sama Dela Septiana dicariin gitu, jangan diemin chat gue mulu ah.
Ya, Dela Septiana, kamu blok aja ya itu chatnya Ari ya. Oke, turret bawah berhasil dihancurkan. Mati Rosanya, kemon. Anjing lah, masih selamat, Tai.
Apex saves the
Tusuk
day.
Irat. Tusuk, nice.
Rad still finds it. 2 kills.
Aduh, tapi udah gak bisa. Anjing, mati Jo.
TNZ in trouble. Brusco and Banana on the hunt, but TNZ gets back to base safely. Speedy Light Wheel comes down.
Iratnya tadi pintar sih, dia sebelum mati ketusuk dulu ya guys ya ke arah Nolannya ya.
Crack the mid tier 3.
Teori memberikan segala damage sebelum meninggal ya guys ya.
Two turrets and were able to secure 2 kills there. They did lose 1 on their side, so I think that's a win on their part. Taking out that mid turret, and look, they're already engaging onto the blue buff onto TNZ, while also the turtle is here. My guess is that looks like Skylar was able to take that blue buff. So again, neutral objective securing on RRQ side is just insane right now.
Ooh, Rad able to get the turtle.
There it is.
Brusco though dashes in. The rest of RQ trying to enclose onto him. Alien in trouble as well, dashing away the Nonic Force, keeps on finding him. Another shot. Octa looking for one more.
Waduh, sebenarnya kalau ultinya Octa dipakai buat incer Ruby ini gak efektif guys. Dia harus pakai buat incer Nolan sih ya.
I thought Sunshine was maybe going to have a little bit of a
killing spree di solo kill anjing Skylarnya cocok.
Brusco gonna try to come in. TNZ might be lacking
Aduh, gak ada ulti lagi Oktanya, tai.
TNZ scared to use a
Anjing,
dash.
digocek-gocek
Octa doesn't have the demonic
bangke.
force though. TNZ knows
Digocek-gocek
now
sama
he knows
tim
he's
Free
gonna get away
Fire,
safely. Alien here to help out.
gentit.
Rosa coming in
Ya
up the top side.
ampun.
Sunshine finds Banana.
Woi, apa benar, woi?
Frozen. Alien causing some mayhem. And here comes Arad. It's a slugfest, boys
Ya
and girls.
ampun,
And they're ready to
dipakai
fight.
lagi
Put on a
ultinya
show
buat
for us.
ngincar
Alien
Ruby.
taking
Buat
a little bit of
apa,
damage. Octa
anjing?
with the demonic force. Apex waiting. Sidestep. Step. Looking for a possible strike here. But Alien gonna go down. Apex 47 doesn't have the
Udah lah, nggak
implosion
apa-apa
to
lah, yang
fight
penting
there.
mati lah Ruby-nya ya guys ya.
I mean, this is just blows by blows from both sides at this point. Right now, Fireflux definitely fighting back, taking picks where they can. If RQ really needs to focus on Sunshine at this point, like the scaling on the carry is going to be dangerous paired with Apex. Apex has just come in clutch. And so is Alien. To be honest, like TNZ has been able to escape situations that he normally shouldn't be able to. The final slash by Brusco going wide sometimes. So again, these little mistakes are playing into Fireflux's favor.
Hati-hati di Montek Tigril.
I mean, Fireflux, yeah, and as long as RQ is not extremely ahead of them, I still feel like Fireflux has the better late game here.
Tenang, dari segi network,
They have answers
RRQ
to
masih
RQ, just
unggul
like
ya
RQ
guys ya.
answers to them.
Dari segi turret
And the
sih
thing about
masih
RQ's
seimbang coy ini
composition
semua
here is
guys.
with all of these fighters, with the way that Skylar kind of wants to play, RQ Hoshi is going to be forced to kind of group up here and there. And that's going to give advantage to Apex 47. It's going to advantage. Oh my God! TNZ!
10.000 dari someone. Pesan, menurut lu apa alasan Skylar gak pakai Beatrix scan? Biasanya kan Skylar suka pakai
Nice banget,
Beatrix.
nice banget kalau mati. Oh, nggak tahu kalau itu ya alasannya apa ya.
That could be bad for Fireflux though. Lord is still on the map. The rest of Fireflux gonna have to pick up the pieces.
Oh,
that TNZ
aduh
left
gila
for them.
Tigrealnya
Sunshine
bangsat
able to
guys.
get some huge freeze.
Anjing
And
Tigrealnya
outplays.
cocok.
Gets the play.
Anjing
Three
Tigrealnya
members down to the
GG
side of
banget,
RQ Hoshi.
tai.
Arad now going up against Alien, but he's not gonna be able to get away. Rosa comes in and takes him out. That's 4 down for RQ. Skylar finally back on the map, but Fireflux taking control.
Fireflux is looking just like AP Bryn at this point. Every time the first Lord's coming up, they're just gaining so much ground. And being able to secure this first Lord and taking 4 of RQ is going to be troublesome for RQ. Again, you got to give it up to Apex. Apex paired with Rosa with that frigid glacier and the implosion was just too much for RQ to take.
The Ultra instinct is real right now for Rosa. Brusco now in trouble as well. Rosa put another kill into the pocket. Fireflux relentlessly advancing right now. Not looking to give RQ any time to breathe.
Yeah, this is rough. RQ really needed that snowball early on to be able to scale. Again, Octa doesn't have a death. It's kind of looking like just like last match. Octa's going to have to start popping off as well. TNZ just keeps finding Skylar. So I feel like if RQ wants to stay in this game,
dari siapa
Skylar's
ya
going to
tebak
have to
lagi.
stop getting caught by
Pesan,
TNZ.
Useboy santai aja dong nontonnya.
Ya, Useboy santai aja dong nontonnya.
Tier 2s. Lord won't get the crash, but we're looking very similar to game number 2. Fireflux breaks it down to nothing but inhibitors on the first Lord. RQ Hoshi, man. It's like, who do they even go for? Because they got to worry about TNZ. They got to worry about Sunshine now. They have to worry about Rosa. It's a tough call, and they have the players that can kind of pick people off. But if they split up too much,
dari
they get
someone.
taken down. And if they
Pesan,
group
Bang
up too
beri
much, they have to
selamat
worry
buat
about
Dava.
the implosion and the I'm offended.
Dava, selamat ya.
Yeah, right now, I feel like RQ
apa
really just needs to. They have the Benedetta. I like what their approach is now. Do some split pushing. Where's that tactical, positioning that we've seen from Banana in the first game? I feel like with that, with baiting out utility from Fireflux before full frontal engages, RQ could turn this around.
dari
but they
Popol dan
have to do
Hansen.
that. They keep
Pesan,
running
malu
into
sih kalah sama
every
Bob
ultimate
FF
that
Wakakara.
Fireflux has face first. And they just think they're not going to have any repercussions.
Yeah. I will say this is the difference. One of the differences between the time that
10.000
we saw Banana
dari
able to do that
Samwan. Pesan,
was exactly
Bang
what we
Ken
said when we
bilangin
saw the
Oman
draft.
sayang Ima.
This time they have the Tig reel on Apex 47.
Oman
and they have
sayang
Alien in the
Ima.
background, and they have Rosa also kind of protecting Sunshine here. So it's very tough for Banana to find any kind of angle here. This time, Fire Flux are the hunters, man. I think they just have that card. Banana's not going to be able to do what he did last time.
10.000 dari Mas Fali.
I feel like the
Pesan,
communication
terlalu
right now
meremehkan
from
gak pakai
Fireflux,
high ground
they
habis
Aduh,
ke
gak
baju.
tahu,
map
Cok,
at this
aneh
point.
bener
They
aja
know
gini.
that Banana's just kinda, they don't know where he's at, but they have an anticipation that he's in this bush, and Apex is watching it with a passion, and they found it.
Terlalu
Aneh.
aneh.
They go for it. Conceal
The conceal play comes in. But not today, Banana. Not today. Taken out. That's going to be a big advantage.
Banana mati lagi.
Is he going to let us stop him? Alien, TNZ, Sunshine chipping away as Alien tries to zone out a Rad. Just keep him backed up. Fireflux going to change pace. TNZ moving position. Taking a lock onto the purple buff. Back to Lord now. Waiting for the rest of the team to come in. A nice reset to buy the team some time so that they can make it a 5v4.
Mati.
Speedy light wheel. Deletes him down. Skylar force the entropy back instead of forward. RQ gotta go running back to the base.
10.000 dari Brandon
gila,
Ken.
gila,
Pesan,
gila.
dah login MCL
Just the
aja.
Ya, udah
passion
lagi.
that they've had from last game, bringing it into this game.
capek gua
RQ
nontonnya,
definitely
anjing.
seems to be down in the dumps. And
Capek, Jok.
Fireflux are just, they are roaring and ready and on fire at this point. Another Lord going to be barreling down RQ's lane. Kind of taking a look at some of the items again.
Kayak lelah gue nontonnya, tai.
Lane's almost online, but Sunshine is just overall controlling the damage at this point. Fully built for this next Lord push. I think RQ, they can defend it. All of them are alive. They still have all of their tier 3s, but again, this is going to be an enhanced Lord. It will crash into a tower, and the base will be broken open, and Fireflux looking to take as much as they possibly can here, Trex.
All right, let's see how they do this. Lord going to be a little delayed on the bot side as Fireflux pushes in on the mid and top. Waiting for that connection. Fireflux going to continue to chip things away. RQ Hoshi position themselves behind the bottom inhibitor. They're going to try to chip down the Lord. Lord's taking a step backward, forced to go after that minion. A slight mishap. Not able to get the full push in. Skylar able to melt it down. Fireflux have broken one. Look at for Alien coming around the backside for the I'm offended. Rad goes down. The Glacier falls onto 2. Fireflux looking for more damage. Rosa does fall though as Fireflux continues to look for more members. Brusco gonna be the next one. Skylar keeping a nice range and doing good chip damage, keeping Fireflux out of the base. It's a 2-for-1 plus an inhibitor over to the side of Fireflux.
Fireflux once again coming out on top. A lot of like immortalities were baited out of Fireflux, so RQ possibly looking for some type of an advantage. I like it. I mean, they're attempting to maybe make a play on the left lane. Again, I mean, they're having a tough time here. If they're able to shut down Sunshine and maybe keep TNZ at bay, that could be their win conditions, but you can already see he's feeling out the zone. RQ pushed back against the wall. Will they become the predator or will they become the prey?
Definitely the question on all of our minds. With the 8,000 gold lead, it's going to be very, very tough for RQ to withstand this. They had a composition that kind of needed to snowball. That, in my eyes, would eventually fall off. I felt like RQ might have had the early game. And then eventually there would be this tipping scale by not having a huge bursting mage, by not having, you know, a bursty jungle or even actually a utility jungle. Because the thing
Pesan
about
itu
Artis
Arlot
is it's
nusuk-nusuk gak
utility and
jelas
it has this
mending main
great early
Mortal
game
Kombat
snowball
aja
effect.
Ken.
Iya, gua rasa itu Brusco lagi sange. Cok pengen sodok pantatnya Ira,
And
tai.
that's the territory we're getting to right now. And Fireflux has already reached the point that they need to.
Sunshine.
10.000 dari Samwan. Pesan, gak ada maga susah
Sunshine able to
nih.
sidestep and get away. All RQ is able to do is reset the Lord of Tienzi. Gets the I'm offended onto Brusco there. RQ still holding the distance. They are bulky enough to take some shots to the face. Does look like they're going to send Banana back to the bottom lane, clear the wave. RQ not giving up just yet. I think they know this is
10.000
their chance.
dari
A Rad
Tuhan.
has to
Pesan,
pull a rabbit out of
Bangken
a
kalau
hat
RR
here.
kalah jangan
Has to do
dekat-dekat
something
tali atau pisau
crazy
ya.
if they want to survive.
Yeah, and they know that they're not going to engage here. TNZ now stacking up the red and the purple. They've just baited out a decent amount from RRQ Hoshi. They just don't have the conceal play. Skylar's ultimate's down. And again, I mean, just a little bit of this bait is what they need. Apex is just so good at finding everyone. He just can read the map so well against RRQ.
And keep our eyes on TNZ as well, hiding out in this bush. He's going to go clear the waves. Banana finally looking for a position into the backside. No eyes on Banana just yet. Gonna come down to
10.000
I mean, does
dari
RQ even
Toby.
want to really? I
Pesan,
feel like you
Ken
mentioned
Brusco
earlier they need to
ganti
try to
jadi
find an
biji
angle,
ber.
and they're just coming at Fireflux
Biji
head
apa itu?
on. Maybe looking for a bait, maybe looking for someone to overstep, but Fireflux is not taking that risk. They're not taking that step at all. They're gonna start chunking in onto this Lord now. Rad still kind of playing the fiddle here, back and forth.
Iya juga ya,
Fireflux not
RRQ ini
fully
hero-nya
committing
licin-licin tapi gak ada
either.
CC sama
We're about
sekali
2
anjing.
minutes in onto this Lord dance. Alien finally gets a lock on onto a Rad. A Rad still able to back up. Back and forth they go, G.
Yeah, they're burning the
10.000
Lord now.
dari
Keep him
Indi.
at bay.
Pesan,
Iraq,
yang
get in
lagi
there, they
tegang nonton
can.
RR mending
They can
join
still
mem
play.
18
Bruce
Cindy
going to
di
the
jam
backside with a
nulis
final
dan
flash.
tim
Up to
100
2
sama
ini
Tigre.
tidak.
numbers. Sunshine taking a lot of damage.
Ayo, karinya mati, karinya mati.
10.000 dari Diren. Pesan, sekarang mulai menyusulkan.
Wah, bisa nih, bisa berani.
RQ finally doing something major here. Find a kill. Rad though taking a little bit too much. Fireflux response by finding the jungler from RQ Hoshi. RQ back to base now. It's 4 against 4. They lost the Lord, they find Sunshine, and they lose a Rad. Do you think it's a good trade for RRQ?
I mean, I think so, right? This is a little bit of the breathing room they needed. I mean, 21 seconds until Sunshine comes back. Again, not having your marksman for a Lord push is going to be rough. They have TNZ, so they still have damage, but I think they're lacking just a little bit, and I think RQ can breathe once again.
TNZ in trouble. TNZ in trouble. Demonic Force locked on. They're trying to slow him down. The sidestep. TNZ with the flare, the flicker, the dash.
Anjing, gak mati, tai.
Octa, not today, sir. But RQ does do that perfectly. We still got to give it to him. They're able to melt down the Lord and survive another one, and the freeze comes on to Octa. Shut down for Sunshine. I love it. This is what we came here for. It's match point still, and you can't tell exactly who's going to win.
TNZ was dancing on Octa right there. That was such a good play by TNZ, able to dodge every single play.
Whoa.
But another one happening.
Alien comes in with a big I'm
Mati
offended on
gak sih itu
Brusco. Apex Force
Tigreal?
taking too much damage. The Bruce comes
Aduh,
down, the
malah
freeze, the
mati
frozen,
duluan
Rad
dia.
eradicated. Now Apex 47 goes down.
Ayo,
Skylar
mati,
able to
mati,
unload.
TNZ ya, TNZ ya, mati, TNZ. Oh.
TNZ still on the map, but Skylar finally finds him. Skylar goes down. No, Skylar's still up. Brusco drops.
Wah,
3 for 2.
Wah, Skylar
anjing.
Skylarnya save the day, Taicho. Astaga.
To be careful about how they intrude.
Anjing, Skylar save the day, anjing.
Man, this is definitely a do or die situation for both teams. Match point. Kind of look at some of these plays that happened here. We've seen Brewski go into the back line. Immortality popped, but does fall to Alien.
Anjing, itu Skylar tadi tangannya cepet banget, anjing. Bener-bener dia pindah langsung skill 2, skill 1 mati, Cok Ruby ya.
3 of Fireflux to secure that triple kill. Huge for RQ.
The real Skylar menggendong 2 PH, Rai.
That Lord take quite a bit from Fireflux
10.000
and now
dari
have
Toby.
that
Pesan,
late
biji
game
berempat
control.
ki Ken
Even though
Brusco.
Octa was, I feel like the play that Octa did was kind of just to give RQ more breathing room, right? Again, I like it. TNZ wasn't able to, push the Lord. Now RQ looking to take the Lord.
Yeah, they're not wasting any time at Apex with the conceal play, looking for a Rad here, just trying to zone him back. He gets the implosion. Damage still not there. TNZ in trouble. Brusco's locked onto him. Petrify onto
Aduh,
Sunshine.
mati dong karinya,
Sunshine forced to
bangsat.
run away.
Kejar
Yeah,
terus.
might be able to catch him
Mati
here.
dong, anjing.
For now, Sunshine back and forth. Looking at the outplay here. Banana goes down, still has the
Brusco
immortality.
ngapain, Cok?
RQ forced to go back
Anjing,
to
ini
base because
Brusco
minions
apa
are
sih?
closing in. Alien look the lockdown onto Brusco here. Brusco looking
Oi,
to outplay himself.
kontol lah,
The
ini
man
Brusco
is
kenapa,
gone, though.
anjing?
Alien finds the kill. 2 members
Oi,
of RQ Hoshi
nggak
down.
bener ini,
Fireflux
tai,
could
tai.
kill the Free Lord.
Yeah, great play by the Sentry there. Definitely shows quite a bit of Fireflux out. Oh, no.
Nice freeze, lands onto a rat. Take the rat out here. That's it,
Wow,
immortality popped.
250.000
One more hit, and
dari
no
ikan
retribution for the side of RRQ. It's a 60-second death counter. We're 23 minutes in, where every second counts. But Skylar finds Rosa. The damage from Skylar right now, he is their only hope. Can they defend one more Lord push? Can they turn the tables?
I mean, they definitely need Rosa at this point, and you can kind of see they're baiting the Lord, trying to allow the time to tick down onto Rosa. They need a full team push to go here. I still don't know if Rosa is going to be there. I think they were waiting for that wave, the wave of minions to come out, so the Lord didn't come out with the minions, and that does give them a little bit of time. If they're able to hold this out, this could be the final push. RQ looking to hold on. This is such a tough play. We gotta say that Skylar definitely has the
dari
damage.
Radoy.
No boots are
Pesan, kita
available.
percaya
Sold
padamu
everything
Skylar.
there. So as
Aduh,
well as
ini
on
cuma bisa
Sunshine.
berharap ke Skylar doang sih anjing.
RQ,
Nih, mau berharap ke
are you
siapa
gonna
lagi,
become the
Cok?
Predator?
We'll see. Can the King of Kings take down Fireflux here? Fireflux looking to make a
Gila, Cok,
name
di
for themselves,
ayam-ayamin gini bangsat sama
to
Fireflux
build the
apa coba
hype
anjing.
around Turkey.
Awas, Skylar.
Skylar there.
10.000
Are we gonna go
dari Han.
another
Pesan,
Lord?
oh
Alien
ini
getting
saingan
chipped
Kairi
away.
di Empel
Fireflux
Indo
cannot enter the
wakakakaka.
house of RRQ right now. They're going to need to find a play elsewhere. Chokehold is too much to deal
Wah,
with.
gila,
The damage of Skylar
punggung
is
Skylar sih.
unleashed right now.
Berat sih ya. Ini habis ini butuh petik
10.000
mangga dia
dari
anjing.
Dava. Pesan, Bang beri selamat buat Olivia.
Ya, selamat ya Olivia ya. Selamat buat apa,
Is trying to
Cok?
do get RQ out of the base. We need to make plays, and mortalities are there. You have 3 of them picked up by Fireflux. They just need one key play. If they're able to capture Skylar, that is going to be the
10.000
fall
dari
of
Faza.
RQ.
Pesan,
But
mending
man,
login
what
aja
a
Ken,
defense
dah males.
that they are playing, and I am offended not able to utilize the retry comes out onto Alien, but again, just not enough. They are just
11.000 dari Repal. Pesan, RRQ no HOPEEBIKENAMNJJJ.
Kenapa gue yang anjing? Coba Bio ya.
As long as he can gain position, he can compete for the 50-50, right? He can definitely compete for it and come out on top of it a lot. The problem is he hasn't been able to step into the Lord pit. But now we're at a point where RQ Hoshi has scaled. I'll swallow my words because right now they have a decent late game. It's still tough for them, though, to find the right positions. And if Arad gets caught off, they're not going to be able to compete for Lords.
It is true. And I feel like and it's kind of hard for RRQ right now to make a backdoor play, right? Just because the
10.000
turrets are there, but
dari
if they're
WK.
able to get a team wipe,
Pesan,
I feel like that could be a play, right? The turrets
BRINGBACKNAOME.
won't even matter this far into the game. We're looking at somewhere around like 70-second death penalties. So that is why so many immortalities are being picked up by both sides. And I feel like they're trying to bait it out so that they all have immortalities. Rosa picking up rapid boots, by the way. Keep an eye on that. They want to be quick. They want to be able to rotate. I feel like they're just there to CC at this point because they're going to allow Sunshine to scale here. TNZ kind of controlling a little bit of the right of the map. Now, the biggest thing that RRQ is facing is that the minions are just so much stronger for Fireflux, and that just goes to show that having all of your inhibitors down is a tough play, a tough thing to deal with.
Oh, Rad's about to walk into Apex. That's a lot of damage. No, not like this.
Oh, God.
Immortality drops. Irad will not be able to escape this one. Wait, maybe he will. He's back into it. One more hit. No, Alien finds him. Brusco gonna be the next to
Skylar
drop.
mati.
Does still have an immortality up. Able to back up Skylar. Looking for an
Skylar
escape
belum
here.
mati, Cok.
They're trying to collapse onto him. Fire Flux looking for the next target. Octa drops next. RQ Hoshi losing members by the second. Immortality pass for Banana. Fire Flux now finally on top of this game. Skylar's still up though. There's still damage to be reckoned with. Can he make the miracle play here? Fireflux looking to claim a victory here. They moved on to the base, and that is it. A new era for Turkey. A new team on top of the pendulum. Fireflux looking to make a name for themselves, and today they have done it.
Turkey, man, what a game. They
10.000
showed
dari
that they've
Arcana.
come to play,
Pesan,
taking
Bang
out
bilangin
Blacklist
ke Rivo suruh
International,
pulang
and
dicariin
now taking
ayangnya.
out RRQ.